Hello and welcome back to the Google APIs for Rust and YouTube Uploader development stream. It's Byron speaking, and we are using the clap CLI parser and replace docop with that. So in the previous session, we have set up the infrastructure that we can now basically build just a parser code. And as you can see, it's kind of nonsense what I have here, but it kind of marks the first step in how this could work. So it's just the infrastructure. Now it's about setting this up. To be honest, I have no real clue how it really works, but I will just go one by one. And I wonder, can there be multiple authors? Because I have multiple authors, and let's ask. Let's be totally crazy. And let's have two of these. I should probably get rid of this and this. And now let's have a look at the app. Probably I will learn author. Okay, see, there was an S here. Set the string of authors that will be displayed to their user when they request the version help information. Okay, a single string. Okay, I'm not sure what kind of format it expects, and if I can call it multiple times. It doesn't look like it, but if it, I want to set up the right format and it doesn't tell me. So let's see how it stores it internally. Author. Okay, just S string. I see. I'm not sure. Should I? Yeah. Okay, I will just join this list of authors then. Fine. But I will just put as much information. That's the whole idea. As much information in as possible. As much should be as helpful as possible, ideally totally feature complete. So that's new. Okay, our parse. Here we go. So then, authors shall be a string of, well, for now, a comma separated list of our authors. That's in shared YAML. Actually, I don't know the key exactly. Cargo authors. Is this? Yeah, actually these lists are appended. So if I have authors just for the CLI, I can add them to the CLI data. So that's not a problem. So let's do this. Cargo authors, and that's already it. I think that's the kind of format I want to have there as well. For now, with email addresses and stuff. I mean, that's public anyway, right? And thanks to Google, I'm not suffering any spam really, so I consider it safe to do that. There was a time when it was totally unsafe, but now I think it's okay. Let's do it like this. And yeah, what's next? Let's see. About. True. That's the description. And I guess I want to check it. So if we have a description, if description is not undefined, and if then we shall add about. Let's see what that is even. I feel better by looking it up just to see where it will show up. And probably it's okay to not know everything in detail and just try it out, right? So we should probably just want to make this compile here. Roman does always play it so quickly. Yeah, the best thing I have is the description right now. And this can be multi-line. The cool thing is that Rust strings support multi-line. So I guess I can just put this in here without fear. Yeah, that's what I think now. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I will just find out. Also, the description could contain, no wait, I think, yeah, I don't know about characters. I think this works for me, even though there are some weird Unicode, non-Unicode characters that don't really display well, even in the markdown that I generate. But yeah, how do I do it there? Do I do some encoding there to work around this? Because I believe I remember I had some issues with that at some point. But apparently not anymore. Or I will find out. I will find out the hard way if in doubt. I tried. I was at least thinking about it. I think that's already a good thing. And what's next? Oh yeah, version, not to forget. Very important. Version, it's a version string, right? Yes. So we do have a beautiful cargo version here, which will identify the version of our command line interface, which is this build version 0.1. I think we are working on 0.2 at least, which at some point will just become 1.0 when we are releasing together with Rust. So there's actually lots of work to do and no time to lose. So let's do this. What's next? Now we go with the global arguments, right? And these are those config dir debug. So I will just take this up here. And yeah, I guess I want to prepare a list in Python code and then just use that and iterate over it. That will be easiest for me. So let's do this here. That's global args. It's going to be a list of tuples containing, what do we have actually? We have a short, let's have a short and long name, help, and yeah, text value. Yeah, I realize that now. It's all strings, right? And you are supposed to do the conversion yourself. But that's okay. See, it's actually, totally fine with me. Some people might criticize that. But in fact, it's not so important. Not to me, and not thanks to Rust, type inference, and the simplicity of parse. Anyway, that's perfect for me. So, yeah, let's put this here for now. So I guess I can just add this stuff, hard-coded there. Global, oh yeah, that's if we have scopes. Oops. Come on, here we go. Let's do these for now. Global args append. So that shall be a tuple of things. Oh, come on. Which is short, long, help, and text value we need as well. So short for what am I doing here? I'm doing config dir, so that's the long one. And does it require dashes? No, it doesn't. So it does that automatically. That's nice. Config dir flag is the long one. The short one shall be, you know what? For these, I only have a long one. What do you say? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just keep the long one here. So it's long description, which shall be this. I guess what I can do is something as fancy as this, because this will concatenate to a single string, and we don't get into the issue that we have with the doc strings here, which would force me to put it far to the left, which kind of looks awkward. So I prefer it that way. And then last but not least, takes value. True. It does take a value. Cool. So that's the config dir flag. Then, yeah, this should also compile, right? This is valid Python thanks to the parentheses here. And yeah, let's keep going. Global args. Append. See, that's a much better workflow. Oh, yeah. By the way, how do I name the argument? So in the moment it generates its help, what does it say? Sets a custom config file. See, so he doesn't specify the type name here. Oh, arg with name. Ah. Uh-huh. I see. So that's how the argument is specified, I guess. Oh, wait. I think I get it all wrong. Oh, I have to look it up. So with name seems to be the argument name if there is an argument. But if there's no argument, yeah. I think the long name is the argument name unless you specify something else. So with name, you know what takes value is going to be the name here. So that's the folder. So this one is either none, sorry, actually this one. So that's folder. And it can be none or empty or something. I'd rather do none in case it doesn't support an argument. Cool, so that's done. Now, yeah, let's do the scope. If we support scopes, that's now a real if. Thank you. Then we shall global args append and do this. Let's scope arg. So now the same thing here. Let's quickly process this. Scope flag. Then we do the string like this. Yes. Excuse me. I tried again and again. Should just be fine. Did I miss the comma here? No, I didn't. Good. And then we take something which is supposed to be called URL. And just to signal its special meaning, I might even do it like that. Like this. Okay. And we're done with the scope. And now the debug flag. So that's easy. I'm getting into the rhythm slowly. Copy this. Stringify it. And none here because we don't take any additional argument. And last but not least, global args, append. Here we go. Now we put this in. Oh no. Yeah, there's my rhythm gone, I suppose. Not to forget, comma here and none, because we do not take an argument. Cool. So that shall be global args. Now we have a global args list that we can use to iterate it. And I was dumb enough. No, wait, where's the filter? Do I really need it? Oh, see? Actually, I'm not using the filter even though I'm prepared for it. So what I should be able to do is this. And then I can basically filter it and say, yes, you go 8 spaces to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that will look maybe 7. It will look pretty good. And now I don't have to care about that and don't move so far to the right. And I think it will still be readable once you got used to that, you know. Shall be fine. Cool. So there's the about, and now we go ahead and set all the global options with our arguments here. And yeah. 4, what do we have? We have flag, description, and arg name, which if none has indicates that there is no argument in global args. And we shall add an arg. Okay, arg is something we have to import. I think I forgot that here. App I have, arg I have as well. Now at least. Arg with name. So this just defaults, you know, the way I see this, I can say arg name or flag, because that's kind of what it does internally anyway. If I'm not totally wrong, but I'm willing to take the risk here. And of course we want to substitute this. not put it in literally what I would have done now. So arg with name, let's not forget to, oh yeah, here that's the closing braces. Let's put them, where do I want to put them? At the end you want to put them. All right, I got it. Yeah, I just put them down here so that I don't mess it up. With name, then we have a dot and one in the, at least, yeah, let's put it here kind of. So what we see here is what's going to end up in the substituted file anyway. So let's make it look pretty. Then we have a long name, which is the flag. Then we have a help, yeah, which is the description. Oh, and I shouldn't, Jesus Christ, why am I forgetting to substitute this? And again, I think Rust can handle multi-line strings. If not, I will find out soon. And then we have actually something that is conditional. Actually, it doesn't have to be conditional, but I will make it conditional. I know a generation time what it is, and I could just put in false, text value false, but I shall just add make this line if necessary. Yeah. Actually this makes, you know what? I think I will not do that because we save at most 2 lines here, and that just doesn't make sense. So takes arg? Takes value, gee. Takes value shall be arg name and true or false. This is what I want to put in there, and now I can just close this naturally. Here will be a new line, which is also what I want. Good, so now I believe I'm generating the arguments, the global ones at least. Pretty similar to what I had before, and now it's all about the resources and the subcommands. And of course I can have subcommands. And for now I would actually go for this. So for each, here we are, for each resource I create a new subcommand with the resource name, and for each method I want to have another subcommand, because that way I should be able to put all the descriptions and information I have right where it belongs. And then we see how it generates, what kind of documentation it generates for me, and maybe based on that I will make adjustments. This also means that the arguments here, I can pre-process them, that's okay. But I will put them, based on the findings. Yeah, I will put them in or not. I will see how I do this. But for now, definitely for each resource, I want to open up a new subcommand. Just like that. Subcommand, nope. But that's okay, I think. It's a bad thing to separate this. And yeah, I open this and then I close it. Yeah, so that's the main subcommand. So I open it here and I close it at the end. Gee, and then I have to, get the indentation right. The indentation I would like to codify here as well, so that that the white space we put in here will be literally the white space that will be visible later. I could use blocks to kind of stick to the left, but I only want to stick to the left here in my main function, even though I'm not sure if this really is so desirable, but because then you usually have a hard time to realize that you are in a def here. But on the other hand, all this doesn't really matter in the generator code. That's how I feel about it. So yeah, let's find the right spot here. Here we are, and for each resource. So here we want to do this. Yeah. And the get matches. Oh, all right. Oh. Yeah, let's keep this as well. Documentation details can be found at. So at the end, we have this and then dot get matches on the next line. Yeah, we might be smarter with the white space later, but that also complicates things here. Therefore, I shall not put this in until I have something that at least compiles. You know, white space optimization should come later. Good. Let's improve the about description. Yeah, you know what? I might want to prepare the description here. If description is not undefined, let's call it about. If about is not undefined, then well, let's start with what we know. All documentation details can be found here at this. And then I should be able, yeah, I think I will just do a plus here, which also requires me to do that, but it's okay. So this plus that plus API index. Check exists false. I think that is what I need here. Good. So now I have an about that starts with this. I mean, basically with the URL here. And yeah, I was distracted again by an email, but it's now on silent. So again, so here, if I have something to contribute in the description, actually, damn it, if description is not undefined, then I shall append it. So it's about plus equals, and yeah, let's just do it like this. New line, maybe another new line, because here we don't have a new line at the end, so we want to have at least one new line there that separates the paragraphs, and then we append description. And now our about, you know, can just be this, because we know we have it. It's at least this one information about the documentation URL. Yeah, that's at least the first take on it. There's this post help thing as well, right? That I ignored for now. Where is it? Args. Oh, a vector of arguments. Yeah, I will just call it multiple times then. After help. Yeah. Yeah, I think after help. That's more like it, huh? Damn it. Yeah, let's put this. I mean, I will keep the string and put this as after help because this looks better. Let's keep it like it was. URL info. Let's call it like that. And then we have our fancy after help use a field used as well. So is dot after help. Oops. URL info. Thank you. That will hopefully look pretty good. I'm curious. So this subcommand is already opened and it's closed. That's cool. So now we can put inside what has to go inside, which is another subcommand. Subcommand new, that's the subcommand name, and then we have everything else. So yeah, I will not set any of this information except for about. And then obviously, yeah, arguments are not there, but there are other subcommands. So subcommand new, oops. And then we shall put in the name of the resource. That's a mangled name here. That's this guy. So now we have a subcommand with that name. Awesome. And let's keep some indentation level. I think, yeah, let's put it here maybe. And then we can put the dot stuff here. So we go with about, and then we have description, but only if it's there. We get. Oh yeah, wait. The resource itself has no description. This is just. I mean, I don't think I have a description there. I shall see. Yeah, let's try it. Well, I have no idea what I used there, and I just want to look up my own documentation here. Target doc, I do hope I have it. Yes, discovery index. So let's see, because that here, APIs, is the resource, which apparently doesn't even have anything associated with it. There is an API builder, API methods, a builder providing access. Okay, there's nothing that we didn't generate, so nothing that was contained in the structured document that we have. So yeah, we can't do anything here except for a new subcommand. And all the other stuff that comes here will actually be additional subcommands that we assume exist. So for now, I just keep all this stuff and see if I can put this in. So we say for each of them, subcommands. And I read that this stuff can be nested. And I just want to be sure. So it returns an app. Oh, no, wait. How does it work? If subcommand returns an app, sure. But yeah, let's see the subcommand. And it should have a subcommand method on its own that returns another subcommand, I suppose. It returns an app. I see, that's how that works. So apps are actually nested, and this is kind of just a helper or something. That's good. That's cool. Fine with me, because that means my calls will work. So here we have a subcommand. In the subcommand, and then we do subcommand new, and now the name shall be the mangle subcommand. Oh, I have a function for this. Awesome. Mangle subcommand, and then we go for the method this time. Now, yeah, considering that, I think I can do it like this. Yeah, I don't know. 1 level in, 2 levels in. Let's do it like that. Let's keep the hierarchy alive. Because hierarchies, I mean, let's try to make it as visible as possible, or easily parsable by human eyes as possible. And that is that, subcommand new. Then we go for an about if we have something. That's m.description, MCM. So discovery JSON, MCM, that shall be the entire structure here. The method structure, if I'm remembering correctly. So this thing, get restness may have a description. So if MCM dot get description is not is not none, sorry. We are in Python world here, not in Marco world. And if, then we shall add on one indentation level the boot, which is the description. MCM description. Awesome. That is that. And then on to the next level. This will add a new line here. That's good. So here we are good. And yeah, then I should add arguments. And is there anything else I want to add? No, I only have the description and then the arguments. Cool. So let's review what we have here. So we have required. So that's the order we want to keep as well. If it's request value args append. So let's keep to doc opt arg. Okay, how does that work? Somehow. Yeah, so that doesn't work like that anymore. I'll just look it up. CLI pi. There we go. Mangle subcommand. I just want to have a look at how this works. Oh, arguments can be repeatable. I do hope that I can express this here, because if not, I have a problem. Multiple. Oh, yeah. Phew. There we go. Everything is good. Relax, relax. Required. True. I think required is false by default, huh? Yeah, looks like it. Good. So how do I want to do it? Is it always the same? I think it is always the same. So I could build my own list of required properties and of optional properties. Actually, I can build a list of arguments the way I did before, and then I just set a few fields here. And what are the fields? The fields will be, yeah, I think the same as before. Except that I always set the short values now, because it doesn't really make sense to have long ones. I mean, possibly it does, but who would use that? -p. Yeah, for now I'm kind of into short parameters only, because these are described in detail and they're always repeated anyway. Yeah, so I'd like to do that. Okay, let's build a list. Let's have args list, fine. I will go with that. But now we'll do it differently. We'll do it as we did it above. I think that pattern works well for us, even though I didn't even try. So to doc opt arg mangle subcommand name. Oh no, that's, oh, true, that's the required parameters, and they are actually, oh, okay, that's different ones though. I have to treat them specifically, I guess. How does this print? What's the result of this? Input. So how does input work with name? Okay, it doesn't have a long name here. And how does config work? Options, config, exactly as I thought it would. That's good, at least. Cool. So I should be able, yeah, let's see if I can encode this here. So input. So if there is no, yeah, I think it's fine. So I can use none for this. So I have a flag name. Let's have a look at this. So here I have a flag name, and if this is none, then we will just not set the flag long, or short in this case, we will not set. And this will make it a required parameter. That's awesome. Cool. And all these are by definition short values. So yeah, we can do this. Let's try. Is this, oh, I'm editing the wrong spot here. Oh my God. Yeah, let's undo. Sorry. I didn't mean that. Here we are. We are back. So here we want to do this. Man, that was dangerous. Did I copy this correctly? I did. Good, so that's the short flag name, which in this case is none. Then we have a description, which shall be p dot description, if there is one, or none. Yeah, let's do this. P get description, like that. Yeah, so this will be that then. So that's the cool thing. We now can put all the information we have in here without problems. So that can also be none. We have to take that into consideration next time, or in the moment we actually build the arguments. And last thing is the, well, whether or not it takes an argument and whether it's multiple ones. And this will be the name of the thing. So in this case, it's always none. And multi shall also be false. So I think that's all the stuff we would need here to make this happen. That's the multi-part. They are all optional. Oh yeah, are they optional? Required or not? I think that's something I want to define as well. In this case, it's kind of implied that it's required. Is it? Input required true. No, it's not implied. Cool. Anyway, I think then we are good. So these are, how do I do it? Multiple. Required should be first. So that is true and that's false. I know it's kind of special. Maybe I want to document this just to be sure. Global args. List of tuples. List of tuples. Where? Let's do it like this. Tuple 1 and tuple 0 shall be the long name. Yeah, that's the long name. Then 1 shall be description. And 2 shall be the argument name. No argument if none. And that is how that works. Cool. And I think the same thing we can do down there, and then we should keep track of what this is, because now it's 5 and it's different from the stuff above. I think this should be documented somehow. Here we go. Oh. A list of tuples where this is the short flag. Oh really? What was that again? See, I forgot already. I thought it was the short name. Description, then argument. What if it's, oh yeah, if it's none. What if it's none? I think that's totally wrong here. No, actually it's not wrong. That is a short name. The short flag, like C. But this is wrong here, because that is p.name and we have to mangle it somehow, right? Mangle subcommand. It's everywhere. Mangle subcommand p name. Cool, so that's what we want. Then 1 shall be param description, or none if there is none. 2 is the argument name. So the flag has an argument or it has none. Argument name or none if there is no argument. Did I specify this here as well? Like that. If there is no argument, I think that should be it. And the true was required. That's kind of obvious. Is required. 4 is allow multi-use or something. Cool. So that is that. Awesome. Have to get it all right. Maybe, I mean, I could already try to build that to see, or to generate at least, to see how far we get. Let's make discovery, but not with build for now. Just to be sure we are not piling up some serious errors. And if does not match keyword 4. 137. Isn't it 4? No, it's not for each. And 4. There is no and if we are missing. Yeah. No space here though. Are we closing this? We are. Version. Where am I accessing a version? Really? Maybe it's just differently named. Type CLI cargo build version it is. True, like that. And we are getting somewhere. Doesn't look too bad. Not at all. Here we have the global arguments. Here we have the subcommand stuff. Of course, we are not even done. Let's be sure we are closing this right away. So here we create a subcommand. Subcommand. Oh, here we close it. So that subcommand must be closed here, like this, I guess. And that should be that. Maybe we put this into another line, but in the end must be closed like this. So that should be better already. So now, oh no, wait. Now it actually works. That's good. Cool. Oh yeah, let's not forget to do something very important. Here we go. I think this one should be available now in high definition. It is. Awesome. So I can actually put my AutoCAD unboxing video onto the GitHub Reddit. Nice. Cool. It's totally awesome. I watched it many times today, and I kind of like this unboxing thing because your camera is very close to it in this first person point of view thingy, and then a good microphone on top of the camera that gives you sound that is like better as if you were there. And that's the cool thing about it. Anyway, let's keep going. So Where was I? I was here. About is there if there's a description. And now the arguments, right? This is kind of the main point here. So for, and then we have short flag. Actually, I don't need that. And you have short flag, description, then arc name, required multi in arcs and for. So for each of these guys, we shall have a new argument that says arc new, arc with name. And here we do it similarly to what we did before, which is either, I think short flag or, no wait, the other way around. It's arc name or short flag. Do I do it right here? Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I do it correctly there. Let's call it flag. Why not? Flag. Okay, so here we have a new argument, but we will need some more lines, which fortunately are totally fixed. So nothing special happening here. I can even put it onto the next line and then go one in and do it here. So what do we have? We have short, which is an optional what? I think the interface doesn't expose the fact that it's internally an optional, so we should only set it if we really mean it. And right now we don't necessarily mean it, so we have to say if, that's the short flag, if flag, then we set it. So then we do short flag, like this. And then description, that could also be none. And also that we only want to set if it's there, Here we knew it, now we don't knew it. So if description and if fine, that's the boot. And I don't know why I pronounce it in a way that kind of means that I watch South Park a lot at times. But I stopped watching it even though there are new episodes. Damn it. I have to watch it tonight. So that said, let's put it in the description here now that we know we have it. Then the argument name, I think I do it the same way. Argument name, that will be, what is it? It's takes value, right? So it takes, the argument name is basically the with name thing. So we now use this kind of as a double duty flag to tell us if we want to make it take an argument. And I'm kind of doing stupid logic here because if we, multi only matters if we take an argument. And right now I don't even check for this because I think we should be good. If not, we will fix it. If yeah, actually I can put this just here, right? Takes value, because it's the same thing, it's either true or false. If we have an arg name, then it's true or it's false. Like that. Good. Next in line, takes value, then required, that is also just a boolean that we can possibly set without messing anything up. So required, yeah. Let's have a little helper that says Rust boolean or something. Yeah, let's put it here. Rust boolean def v return v and true or false. Now I can do this. Reuse this basically. So here we say Rust boolean. I've repeated this a lot, and even though it's simple, well, that would just be the second time, but I was about to have a third time, and that's really showing you that you want to have a little function for this Rust boolean, which is required. And then something is wrong. This is, I don't know how that happened. That is that. Good. Here we go. And now we go with the multi. It's just called multi, right? Multiple. Multiple is this. Rust boolean multiple multi. There we go. Cool. And that should be the code. It should also work. Let's try it. And now I will try to build it after each time. Too many values to unpack. Flag description arg name required multi 5. And this is 5. Maybe it. No, it doesn't want. This worked here as well. Where is it? Maybe it's somewhere else. 194. It's actually exactly that one. What the heck? Oh yeah, because I'm still pushing onto it, and I obviously have to make it stop. Nope. Nope, not for now. We'll fix you up later. Cool. And that's how that looks like right now. And I guess considering that I know exactly what's going on, I can do it like this because it's kind of fixed value there. And yeah, that's the end of the subcommand call, and I think I want to keep it like that. Yep, that's more like it. And in theory, that also compiles. Let's try it. Let's be bold. Let's do that bold move right now and compile it. And why is there a new line? That shouldn't be. Oh yeah, because of this one here. Good. build args is build. Ugh. Cargo, I mean. So, what do you say? Does not implement any method named authors. I think it implements author. That's true, my bad. Does not implement any method in scope named about. Oh wait, that's the arg, right? So does the arg have a description? How's it called? Help. Oh man, because I was talking about all the time, and because I've seen it once, I applied it everywhere, which usually doesn't work. So wait, arg is wrong, right? About is available in the app, but not here. Here it's help. Kind of makes sense. Exit status. Okay, I don't use it right now, but I have this code. Also, I'm not on the latest compiler. Let's see. I will skip that for now. So yeah, we are compiling. That's working. Cool. So all I have to do now is to go through here and do this. How much time is left? I think I should be able to do this in 10 minutes or something. Considering I copy this here, we have a P. No, we don't have a P. We have a request value. And yeah, if you have a request, it's kind of... And this stuff I don't need anymore, I think. No. Struct used. Where's this information used? Nowhere. It was once used. Param used. Down here, but not anymore. So I can also simplify this here. Because the only place where it matters is basically here, or there it mattered, but yeah, not anymore. Forget that. So simplification is good. Upload protocols used, I think that's something I do indeed. No, I do not. I don't use anything there. Well, fine. Better late than never. Simplify. Bang. 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 And nobody misses them. So sad. Copy pasting code. Now you do things twice. But of course, I only wanted to take it, as a starting, as a basis. So it's kind of okay. I knew that this would eventually not be duplicated anymore. But you get my point. Copy paste is almost always a mistake and will cause at least one bug. And really, just my experience. Good. I don't know. Do I have it? I have it already. Let's do it. So what we want to do is add a request value. This is kind of hard coded. So the short flag for this is struct flag. There we go. And the argument name is key value arg. That's cool. I hope that just works. Like this. And supports, what is this? This is required. True. Wait, is it required? It is. It's just hard coded to be required. Because otherwise we don't have a request value. Request values are always required. And is multiple? Yes, definitely so. Thank you. So that's this one. Next. Yeah. Oh, pget we don't have. Oh. Yeah, I can make up my own description now. Set various fields of the request structure. Like that. Okay. Media params. Upload protocols. Doc up. Oh. Yeah, so that can go away. I think the upload protocols I need. I hopefully didn't delete it. Well, I shouldn't have deleted it. No. Cool. So here we gather the upload protocols, and then we have a docop mode. What is this? I have no idea what that does. No. Docop mode. Okay, well, okay, that's one in many options, I think. Media params, true, now I get it. So I actually don't know how to specify this because we now support an enumeration here. Let's see what R can do, shall we? Actually, that page I like because it's kind of to the point. And here we want arc. And I believe I've seen something like enumeration there. See, it can do a lot of stuff that I probably will never use, at least not for now. With name, yeah. Conflicts requires... no. Possible values, that's the one. See. Cool. And here we can just put this in as before, comma separated list, basically. Yeah, I think I have something like that. In API. Sorry, in util.py, that's the main one that is shared by everything. And there is enclose in. So that takes a list and then just does the obvious. What's this? Oh yeah, that's the enclose in part. So that's a good. So let's take this and then I can prepare that list. Man, this also means possible values. I have to set this up somehow. So I probably wanna multiple possible. Oh, it's kind of a multi-argument. How do I... Oh. Yeah, I think I can add another argument there, right? Or something? Multi-args. I have no idea. Does he use it somewhere? Let's check. One flag that supports multiple arguments. Uh-oh. I think it's there. I mean, that's repeated, right? So debug. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm getting the right thing out of this for the first try here. I'm also running out of time. So let's try to get something that compiles and then fix it up later. It's also just a peek. So if I realize I'm missing a feature, I could also abort. But I would probably rather implement that feature, to be honest. But I don't think I have to. Okay, let's have a look. Here, there was something promising. Required mutually excludes conflicts. Requires all. What's this? Takes value. Takes an additional value at runtime and setting this to true. Name of the argument will be used. Yeah. Index. What's this? Specifies the index of a positional argument starting at 1. When setting this, any short or long values are ignored as positional arguments cannot have short or long. Also, name will be used when printing the help. Okay. Okay. So it seems that's kind of where the positional argument will be there. But how do I have... I don't know. Group. Oh, specifies the name of the group argument, the group the argument belongs to. Oh. I think it can do it, but right now I don't know how. So let's not do it, basically. Let's just set it up in a way that we know how to do it and then figure out the details later. Let's enclose in, at least. And yeah, I will just take this. Upload protocols we need as well. And for now, I just say that's an upload flag. And this is, yeah, it's actually many, right? But for now, we just say mode. We don't have a default. We don't specialize it. Not for now. So that's a to-do for me. Figure out how to have a group of arguments. Node use possible values to specify mode. Okay. So that should be that. I'll just keep it. Good. And then we have the optional parameters. Okay, that's basically very similar to the request value. It's kind of hard-coded and should pose no particular issue for us. So that's param flag. And we have value flag here. Oops. Multiple and required. No, that's required. Oh, I'm so happy I made this documentation. I would be confused now. So that's not required, but it supports multiple arguments. Boom. And that should be that. And last but not least, the respawn supports media upload. That's fortunately just a single one. So that's also easy to do for us. So required, false, multi, false. Output flag. Specify the file to which to write the program's output, something like that. And then we have outarg, and that is that. We should be fine. We should be totally fine here. Let's see if that, okay. That totally worked. And build times were quite low, but it's also very small. But I have the feeling that build times were kind of going into the sky when we use stock opt for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's the compiler plugin that was so slow or something. Maybe the compiler in general is super slow. I have no idea. Okay, but anyway, that is that. Get matches. Is there anything else we have to do to have a working program? Get matches. How does it get help? Maybe here is more. Debug. Yeah, let's try it. No? Let's try it before I terminate this session. Oh. Both, okay. So that doesn't quite work yet. API, both index and text value. What? Really? I've never used index. Ah, probably because it's a positional. And API was the one, so it's the subcommand. No, wait, which one? The argument, API. Where's APIs? Ah, API, I see. So that text value should be false. Where's, yeah. Yeah, so let's only use this if we need to. If text value and if, because default is none, so this should be gone away, go away now. Oh, I'm wrong. If arg name, yeah, like that. No, come on. Soon it will work. I've made every single possible mistake there was, and conflicting API, both index and text value. Okay, so it's me doing this. Name of the API. Required true, multiple false. Yeah, so it has no flag, so I guess I should just set it to false. API, that's the required ones. Ah, haha. if, yeah, we shouldn't have, here it is, right? So if this is none, if the flag is none, we never want to have this. So if flag is not none, I really want it to compile before I finish the session. It actually does compile. It does run. Let's see what it does. Yay, we have something. Cool. And it actually manages to... What happens if my shell is small? Does it kind of format it accordingly? No, it doesn't. It relies on the shell's ability to word wrap, which is fine, I think. So I kind of have to split this up into shorter text if I want to. So, subcommands. So let's do this. Oops. So help APIs should be doing it, right? Nope. Probably APIs and then help. Or nothing. Interesting, it does nothing. So I have to maybe invoke this myself. So here we have get rest. I like it. It needs some polish, but I think it's much more powerful than what we have before. And I would love it if help is always the last one. It shouldn't sneak itself in there. I understand it's probably sorted, but yeah. So get rest help. Cool. One or more required arguments were not supplied. Oh, get rest doesn't have help. Does it have a help flag? It does. Okay, cool. So that's something I probably want to document in the main README document, just to tell people how to operate this thing, because it's a bit more complex now. But the rest, API version, options -p, flags. So out, and yeah, that looks good. Let's build just for the fun of it. YouTube. And that shall conclude this one. Totally so. Discovery CLI, which shall be YouTube 3 CLI. And see how long that compiles. Because usually it compiles a long time, but it's probably a good thing to see how much of that compile time was attributed to docopt, possibly. Good, we are YouTube main. That's a lot of text there. Yeah, all this was basically just generated last time without all the string stuff here, which means that lots of code that was actually there was kind of hidden from us because it was only added later at compile time. Awesome. This is nice. I like it. And I have more control over when it prints help and when not. Docopt kind of takes this all away from me. Oh, look, there's even a way to specify like short details, and I would rather do that. But that shall be done in a next session. Thanks for watching and have a good day.